Aloha, y'all. It is Friday, Freya's Day, Frigg, Freya, the Venus equivalent of the Nordic pantheon. Esoterically, it is a Venus ruled day as well. It is Friday, January 2nd, 2026. The sun is in Capricorn, the moon is in Gemini, the last degree, so it's going to pop out of there soon. Mercury has entered Capricorn. Venus and Mars are conjunct the sun as well, so a lot of Capricorn energy. Sun, Venus, Mars conjunction going on. We'll talk about the astrology as we go. I mean, the moon is opposite Mercury, stuff like that. But let's get into the cards. The cards I pulled for the day. All that Capricorn energy. We got the Emperor card, but of course, and more Earth energy. The Two of Pentacles. And the wild card for today is the Rar from the Brian Froud Fairy Oracle deck. So if you do not know, I have written music to all the major arcana. The only rap song I've ever done is for the Emperor. It's called Throneside. I'll post it in the comments. Enjoy that. Enjoy the archetypal richness and wordplay and all that jazz. It's interesting for sure. The Emperor, though, on page 30, I lead by example, setting boundaries and following rules, believing in the concrete world around you, focusing on action and results, holding your ground. So, Sun and Capricorn, right? Mars, Venus conjunct that Sun, very Capricornic. The Emperor is the paternal father who instructs about the matters of responsibility, order, control, and discipline. He is a formidable character, a stern authority of the law, rules, and regulations that govern a society. A man of great integrity, intellect, and strength, he assumes leadership, providing stability, security, and protection. A firm disciplinarian, we do not always welcome our dealings with him, and yet his righteousness, harshness, and punishment is enforced so that we can learn to be more self-disciplined and think logically and rationally, rather than succumbing to the rampant ride of emotion. Conceived by me as a fantastical space emperor donning his robes with a theatrical flourish like some superhero from the genre of 80s sci-fi films like Flash Gordon or Dune, he is a contrived vision of both Abraham Lincoln and David Bowie. The neutron patterns center. I gotta reread this. The neutron patterns centered at his navel, the power center, like the solar plexus, symbolize knowledge combined with physical power. His place is the brick and mortar extension of his mind, the architectural environment which fosters such intelligence. His world appears cold, with a fiery, fierce beauty deserving of healthy fear and respect. Not afraid of dealing with the harsh or grim reality and vicissitudes of life, he is able to make a difficult decision without enthusiastic popular support. Practical and careful consideration is always employed with all the facts laid square, for he is keen to get to the real truth and demands honesty. Pluto in Aquarius, trining Uranus retrograde in Taurus. All right, we're getting all the facts. In complete contrast to the Empress, the Emperor rules with his head and not his heart, and consequently does not suffer fools gladly. He has an iron will and a steel fist, and is not afraid to wield both, and therefore is suited to the courts of law, government, and the army, prepared to fight for the good cause. To his left sits a pile of books containing the objective analysis and effective solutions that address the public and private sectors in his kingdom. To his right, a sextant, a remarkable instrument created almost 300 years ago, that measures the distance between astronomical objects in the horizon as he seeks to navigate his realm through space. We are all orienting through space. How do we orient? How do we accomplish in the material time-space realm? He is an expression of hard-won victory and success, demanding determination and resilience. The Emperor suggests you no longer have to prove yourself. Your expertise and experience is unquestioned. It is time to lead by example. And this, for me, comes to mind with like the New Age and stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, the aliens will save us, and when will the swamp be cleared out and all this stuff. We have to build it. We have to be the change. Get your heart and mind right, get your body in tune, build the communities, build the stuff you want. If you don't want BlackRock taking over everything, if you don't want AI taking over everything, step in and do your stuff. Lead by example. Get your house in order and regain control of an important area of your life so that you can live on your own terms, having the courage to walk your talk. It may be time to step up and approach your own father or father figure to pragmatically face and resolve a specific problem that is draining you and your life of vitality. So setting boundaries and following rules, believing in the concrete world around you, focusing on action and results by holding your ground. Sun, conjunct Venus and Mars in Capricorn, Mercury in Capricorn. Very much at play here. So the clarifying card is, oops, I got the hiccups. The Two of Pentacles, more grounding, right? Pentacles, Earth, if you're an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, this is your suit. So the Two of Pentacles is as follows. I perfect the art of balancing responsibilities. You know, you got to balance like he's standing and create the world you want. If you build it, they will come. On page 164, striking a balance, reinventing yourself to suit your desires, riding the wave of challenge in your life. There's going to be challenges, right? We're all pushing the Sisyphus rock at some level, but what are you doing with that rock? Are you making little pieces of art or businesses or earning money or whatever? Capricorn energy, the spirituality of it is achievement and materialism. And I know that can off-put people, but it's like you want to eat right, so your body, your temple is nourished. You want to hydrate, so you have the lubrication in your body and mind to actually function. It takes effort. You want to get a mortar and toss in the ring, you're going to have to go on the journey and ground and do the thing. You can't just dream about it. So that's the energy right now. But it's coming from a place of inspiration, right? It's like you get inspired and then you act on the inspiration. So the fairy wild card today, number 52, the RAR, which is all about inspiration. 52, oops, yeah, here. It's number 52 on page 151. Wild energy, pure potential, the RAR. Once upon a time, there were 3 boys in a RAR who all played in Brian's son's Toby bedroom. I guess that's the character's, the author's son. They liked the midnight tea parties, the magical ambience, and of course they liked Toby. Unfortunately, the boys got too rowdy and Brian had to throw them out into the garden, which was where they belonged anyway. Moon and last degrees of Gemini, too playful. The RAR learned from the experience in a RAR-ish way, and it quieted down a bit during the midnight hours. RARs are not naughty or wicked, just energetic. They are also not very discriminating. They like to join into whatever excitement's going on and add energy to it. In a way, they are pure potential. They potentize whatever is happening. RARs are attracted to riding mobs and to meditation groups rising towards ecstasy and to any other strong energy state. RARs are a bit like Tigger in the Winnie the Pooh series. They bounce, they zoom, they go all over on wild tangents. Think of the roar of a growling dog, the roar of an engine revving up, the roar of a purring cat, and the of ah. As I say, RARs don't discriminate. It's up to us to do that. They put a live spark into whatever is happening. It is our choice what we do with it. Right? That's our willpower. We get to shape the energy into something practical and aim the arrow towards a target. It's just raw energy. It's inspiration. A RAR in your cards encourages you to be especially attentive to what you are doing with your energy and intentions. Do not get carried away by the RAR's bouncy enthusiasm, but do take advantage of the energy. You can accomplish a great deal, Emperor card, Sun in Capricorn, with the energy being made available to you. This is a good time. Note that the RAR is not grounded, and it is not meant to be, but humans need to keep their feet firmly on the earth. Oh, look at him. He's got his feet firmly planted. It's like ground it. Ground the inspiration. When you encounter the RAR, breathe slowly, center, earth yourself, and be clear about your objectives, and then go for them. If you want to build it, they will come. If you want the Taj Mahal, you're going to have to actually put some sweat, effort, and equity into it. Get some people to build the pyramids. It's like that, It's good to have a vision, but what are you doing with the vision to make it so? Take the inspiration and ground it. That's the message of the day. So if you enjoyed this, leave a tip. There's a tip jar and ways to, help contribute towards my cause. But also, obviously, tag people who may not be into this stuff, because this is a great little introduction into archetypes, tarot, astrology, all that jazz. Hopefully you've enjoyed it yourself. If you have, holler for a reading. An hour of cards, $50. 5 tarot, 5 oracle cards. We'll geek out on a topic or a general vibe check and have fun there. 3-hour tour of astrology is $150. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, Capricorns. It's half off on either or both of those offerings. And if you refer somebody to me, you get half off on a card reading for yourself. So there's plenty of ways we can all scratch each other's backs, etc., etc. Do check out the song I wrote for the Emperor, Throneside. It'll be in the comments. And just know that your life reflects where you put your energy. So what is it reflecting? You can't just sit there and wait for inspiration's going to come. So what are you going to do with that? You can't just be like, oh, I'm in an ecstatic state, I'm channeling, yay, the aliens. It's like, okay, so are you hydrating? Are you brushing your teeth? Are you making a dent and ripples in the pond? Because that's why you are here. In any event, hopefully you enjoy your Friday. I'll catch you on the flip side. Adios.